Hey everybody, this is Gabe Colombo for another episode of Why Don't I Hate Mondays? Today we're going to talk about something that's very important, how to make your team more engaged through results. We all know that companies are made for profit, basically. And it's very hard for each individual to understand what's their part of the entire strategy and how to make company goals their own goals. And today, I'm going to bring you 3 tips on how to make your team more engaged and how to achieve better results by building not only human connection, but a real connection between goals and team. So the first one, and in my opinion, one of the most difficult one for managers is empathy. We need to empathize with each individual because that makes us communicators between integrators and communicators between the overall strategy and actually the labor that needs to be done. Because as managers, we need to be the translator between those two sides and making sure that the results that we are planning on getting is actually something that's reachable, that's something that's tangible, using, of course, the best tools that we have within our teams and actually helping them developing more tools and more knowledge on marketing disciplines, for example, a person that knows a lot about SEM and get to know more about SEO is probably going to be a better professional for your team in the future. So that's pretty important because when you build something together, you can actually build down-to-earth strategies. And with that, you're not going to get surprised when you reach the goals by the end of the quarter, for example. And the opposite situation is also pretty bad. I've seen it a couple of times. The leadership team building strategies that are pretty amazing um, concept-wise, but then when you reach the ones that are really getting the work done, it's not doable. And with that, the first thing is your team doesn't feel like you're going and helping them on building something that's doable. That's bad. That's bad for you as a manager. And on the other hand, you're as the middle manager, the middle person in between those two sides. Oh, your leaders are also gonna feel like you're not seeing the company the way you were supposed to see. And the second thing to me that's really important, it's have clear goals. So clear goals, maybe we need to change the goals because something changed. Because when you run a SWOT analysis on things, sometimes we know some things are used to change in the market, sometimes in our own company. So it's pretty important for you to understand if your team understand what they need to achieve. And that's something that needs to have a check-in, a constant check-in on each individual and as a team. So again, when you have goals, are they achievable? Are they part of the company overall strategy? If they are part of the company overall strategy that we know that they need to be, especially if you're working with OKRs, are they really understood by your team? Really? Because if they are not, and sometimes I do that, okay? I just find people within the teams and I ask them about the goals that we have in Tractor. And I don't know if we are doing a great job or not, but they always know exactly how they are part of the goal that we are trying to achieve. And this is actually a tip because I saw that happening more than once, okay? In acquisition, for example, sometimes you have direct sales, you have indirect sales, and you have, for example, marketing and partners or channels. You need to make sure that all of those parts, all of those stakeholders are in sync. Because I saw that happening more than once to me, actually. And I have a great example. A few years ago, I was working for this tech company, and my leader was always asking me asking me to increase the number of qualified leads. We all know that deal. And I remember that the number we could never reach the number that we were asked for. And then I realized that I should talk to the stakeholders. And then when I said 17 stakeholders between developers, marketeers, sales team, and I asked them about the concept of qualified leads, not even one of them had the same concept on qualified leads. And so, of course, we were measuring qualified leads in the wrong way. And I must say, when we calibrated that, the numbers got real good. And we achieved 3 times more than we were asked for in 4 weeks. And that's actually one of the projects that I really like to share with you, that I would like to share with you more in another video, because that was a saga that took us 4 weeks to actually get everything together. But again, it's clear goals and communication. With that, we developed communication. And until the day I left, the numbers were absolutely higher than we had to achieve. So that's a good sign. And with my teams, I always say that we have 3 different needles that we need to move every single day. The needle of today. So how can we make the results that we need to achieve today a little better? And then tomorrow's goal, so tomorrow's number. That means that we have tactics that are going together, like in the right way. And the third one is the strategy. So it's forever. It's the evergreen. If you have within your marketing strategy those 3 things running together, you're good. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty sure that you're going to achieve great results. And then the third one, and this one is the one that I like the most, is recognition. How are you recognizing teams, not individuals? Because something that's pretty important to mention is that when your team fight together for a cause, they are actually motivating themselves. If you start recognizing one person or one individual or one discipline within marketing, for example, you're probably giving the wrong drive to your team, and it's not going to be sustainable. Because when they fight together, they win together, and they are less alike to lose, because it's a lot of great minds thinking in different perspectives, giving different perspectives to achieve something that is expected of them. So another question that I have is, okay, so we are going to recognize a team. How are we recognizing them? In my opinion, for example, I like to recognize with experiences more than money, because when you have experiences together, it's like a dream to go to a park with your friends, for example. That's better. That's better than only giving them cash. Because of course, when you're talking about a team that needs to achieve a bigger result together, you're actually able to add more fund into this recognition. And that's important because it's more expressive for them as a team. And it creates memories. Let's be honest. Everybody likes to share experiences with people that we invest 8, 9, sometimes 10 hours a day with. So I think that's it for today, you all. I hope you liked it. And actually, why don't you leave in the comments below one thing, one experience that you love to be a part of as recognition for achieving a goal. Please like, comment, and share. And I hope you see you next Monday. Have a great week. Bye-bye.